Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start with history, lesson number 1, sources of history, a very small and easy lesson. But before moving to the lesson, I would first like to tell you about what is history. History is the study of events that took place in the past, or you can say is history help us to understand what has happened in the past. ओके सो पास्ट में हमारे क्या हुआ था ये समझने के लिए, ये जानने के लिए वी नीड समथिंग विच शोज अस और विच टेल अस क्या हुआ था हमारे पास्ट में. ये सुनो तो उससे हमें पता चल सकता है. वी नीड सम डॉक्यूमेंट, वी नीड सम प्रूफ. यस, a very simple example I like to tell you. Say if you want to study about Shivaji Maharaj, or if you want to know the history of Shivaji Maharaj, so what we will do, we can study by visiting various forts built by Shivaji Maharaj, or we can read the letters sent by Shivaji Maharaj to other king or leaders, or we can study with the poems or povadas or songs sung by Shivaji Maharaj. Understood or no? So till now we have studied ancient history, medieval history and modern history. This year we are going to study the history of India in the post-independence era. Post-independence means after India got independence, that is after 1947. Now we begin with the lesson, that is till now we have seen history of ancient, medieval and modern. Yes, so source of history, say if we talk about ancient history, so उस टाइम में we were having very less sources. yes or no? like उस टाइम में अगर एंशियंट या मेडिवल पीरियड में देखेंगे तो तब रिटन सोर्स नहीं थे, ओरल सोर्स नहीं था, ऑडियो विजुअल नहीं था. सो व्हाट द पीपल यूज टू डू, दे यूज टू ड्रॉ पेंटिंग, yes or no, और पॉटरी, ऐसा कुछ करते थे जो देख के हमें पता चलता है कि दिस इज़ the time of our ancient history. yes or no? But now today if we talk about modern history, the main sources of modern history are written source, oral source, material source and audio visual sources. These are the four main sources of modern history. We'll begin one by one and we'll try to understand which are the modern sources of history. The very first is written source. The name itself indicates source, yes or no, in the form of written is written source. So the best example of the written source of history is newspaper. Say अगर हम 10 साल पहले का न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते हैं आज, तब हमें पता चलता है कि what had happened 10 years before. So that becomes a history. yes or no? So newspaper is the best example of written source. Other than newspaper, you can also write periodicals. Periodicals means, example वी से अबाउट लाइक मैगजीन्स जो मराठी में होते हैं, जो हिंदी में होते हैं, विच कम्स वंस इन अ वीक, वंस इन अ मंथ, जिसको हम साप्ताहिक, मासिक, उस तरह जो मैगजीन्स होते हैं, दैट कम्स अंडर पीरियोडिकल्स. डायरीज, देयर वर सम लीडर्स हु यूज्ड टू राइट द हिस्ट्री in their diaries or note down the events in their diaries. Reference book, nowadays in modern history there are many reference book by which you can go through and know about our past events. Correspondence, correspondence means various letters or books. The next source of history is oral source. Again The second source, oral source, the name itself shows us the source in the form of oral. Yes or no? Any history in the form of oral, like folk tales, folk songs, poem, OVs, और यू कैन से इज पोवाडा, जो सॉन्ग्स एंकरेज करते थे पीपल को, ऐसे सॉन्ग्स आते हैं हमारे ओरल सोर्स ऑफ हिस्ट्री में. थर्ड इज मटेरियल सोर्स. What is material source? Which we can see, which we can touch, is the material source. Yes, the best example of material sources are coins. अगर हम पहले के कॉइन्स देखेंगे और हम अब के कॉइन्स देखेंगे, सो वी कैन डिफ्रेंशिएट. येस और नो? इट शोज दैट व्हाट, हाउ वाज द कॉइन्स say 20 years before, 25 years before, or आपके coin. There are various changes in the coins, change in the size, changes in the shape, changes in the color. Other than coin, you can have places of worship, ornaments. जैसे any leaders or kings, वो कैसे ornaments पहनते थे, कैसे कपड़े पहनते थे. Museums, which things they use, things in daily use. For what comes in the things in daily used, I'll tell you a very short example. जैसे महात्मा गांधी. Yes or no? अब we have इट्स आश्रम, महात्मा गांधी का आश्रम है. सो उस आश्रम में उनके स्पेक्स रखे गए हैं. द प्लेट इन विच ही यूज टू ईट, उनका चरखा, एग्स फॉर एग्जाम्पल. सो ये सारी चीज़ें देख के हमें समझ में आता है कि हाउ वॉज द लाइफ ऑफ महात्मा गांधी. सो दैट ऑल्सो बिकम्स द हिस्ट्री, है ना. हम वहाँ जाते हैं, हम देखते हैं और उससे हम पता लगाते हैं उनके लाइफ के बारे में. what kind of clothes he used to wear, कैसे रहते थे. so that comes under material sources. Audio visual source. We are very well aware with audio visual, what we can see, what we can hear is our audio visual source. And the best example of audio visual source is television. We all are aware of television, internet and films. Films means documentary films जो हिस्ट्री पे बनाई गई है. And other than this, now in television we have many regional and foreign channels, domestic foreign channels which come under it. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल जैसे हमारे हिस्ट्री चैनल आते हैं, डिस्कवरी चैनल आते हैं, जो उस चैनल में हमारे हिस्ट्री के बारे में बताते हैं. सो दिस थिंग्स आर ऑल्सो इंक्लूडेड इन टेलीविजन. सो टुडे what we have learned, what is history and modern sources of history. So written and oral is the two main source of history. Other than that is material source and audio visual source. Now homework to be done is you have to write the definition, that is what is meant by written source, and you have to give two examples of written source. And next question is write one example of audio visual source of history. Thank you.